Good evening and welcome to another epic episode of More Than Just Motoring, brought to you by Racing for Change. We would like to thank this week's sponsor for having us. For more info about this week's sponsor, please keep watching. Hope you enjoy the show with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of More Than Just Motoring. We're out at Team 431, aka ID Paving, aka Ismail Davis' place where he builds these awesome vehicles. There's one behind me, and we'll talk about that one there that is caged and you can't see. Tonight's episode is gladly brought to you Global Hardware and Roofing as well. We have some awesome guests this evening. We're waiting for the other guests to come around. Hy loop in die rond is, I'm pushing hier behoort hier. Dit is die laaste skyf. But next to me we have a well-known person in the industry, Mr. Werner Koekemoer. And then we also have on his right side we have Panda, aka Brandon. Say Amakin Panda, Amakini Brandon. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're at ID Paving, Ismail Davis' place. We're gonna chat about the rally that happened. Thank you for joining us, Ismail. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. We're going to chat about the rally over the weekend, the King Prize Swartland rally that happened over the weekend. And it was a national that happened over the weekend. And these two gentlemen performed really, really well in the rally. We're going to jump off quickly and introduce themselves. Ismail, assalamu alaikum. How are you, my brother?
Wa alaikum salam. Hi guys, my name is EC Davids, known as EC Davids.
Here we go, there we go.
Rally driver, drag racer, you name it. Adrenaline
Junkie. Yeah, just tick the boxes. And right next to him, he'll introduce himself, the one and only.
I'm Werner Koekemoer, all the way from Langenbaan today. And I'm also a rally driver, X on the track. And also adrenaline junkie. And sideways is the only way.
Like I say. And on his right hand, we have aka Brandon.
I'm Brandon van Wyk, and I'm part of the ID team, fabricator, and obviously lots of things.
Awesome. Guys, let's go into this immediately. How did it start, and when did it start, and how does it work? I mean, I know there was you could do the rally the Friday or the Saturday, or you can do it both days as well for you guys. And just explain to me, how did the 1 day and the 2 day work?
I think I give it to the legend.
I can't feel for that, so I moet bietjie praat, ja. I moet bietjie praat.
So it's how it works is that it is basically 2 rounds that we had. So every day, Friday was a round, and Saturday was also a round. So it's 2 different parts of the championship. The championship consists out of 8 rounds,
okay,
of which we did the first one in Portable, and the second one was on Friday in Riebeek, in the valley, and then Saturday in Malmesbury on that side.
So with the national, I just want to get more info about how does it work. So was the Friday and the Saturday a national?
It both was a national. It was also 2 rounds of the national. So the regional and the national took it as 2 rounds. Many years ago, when fuel prices and things were a lot lower,
yes.
There were 8 different rounds at different places, and it would normally have been 2 days at a time.
Because I spoke to Trevor Hodges just the before the rally actually started, and he said the guys of the rally, that the organizers, what they did was you literally drove. I think that's a Friday or the Saturday. You drove it the one way, and then you drove it the other way, just to make the spectators not move, and costly for them to move all around every time when there's a rally. Okay, that's awesome. Then what do you drive?
I drive a BMW E36. I actually, in the year 2000, I built the first E36 rally car in South Africa.
Wow.
The second one that was built was by Top Car magazine, Duck Hemsley.
Yeah.
That car was driven by a couple of people. Cliff Backman, Enzo Keen drove that car at one stage, and Doug Hemsley also drove it. But his was built a little bit after mine. We competed against each other.
Yeah.
So I had a 328 at that stage, and then I bought a track car, which was a Group N 328 track car from. I forget the guy's name.
It will come.
And so I've always been into BMW, and then in 2009, through Freddie from Fast Development, we built a 1 Series BM, also a rally car, and then I sort of stopped for a while, and then I drove in 2012 again with the S2000 Runx, like E.C. Scott as well, one of the cars that he's got. And then I decided in 2020 and 21 to start again, but I always wanted to go back to an E36 BMW.
Yeah.
So I bought one, and we've been building and developing the car. So yes, it's an E36 with an E46 M3 3.2 engine with a Samsona 6-speed sequential gearbox. We had quite a bit of difficulties with the car concerning drive shafts and side shafts and things like that.
Yes.
And with a lot of help from Freddie Pretorius at Fast Development, he gave us the correct recipe. So we're running quite a special setup at the back. We're running a E36 3.2 diff with a E46 M3 trailing arms.
That's a mix.
With an M3 E92 M3 V8 side shafts.
Can I
Jump. Bro, it's like masalas wat jy allemaal ingooi.
So you know what the problem is? You are doing Freddie at Fast Development.
Yes.
When a car comes out of that stable, your car's fast.
That's fine. But I mean, like he mentioned now, it's like there's so many.
A driver like this with a fast car, sure,
Kan be funny.
yes, it's a combination.
But the thing is, like within rally, I mean, obviously that's a different vehicle that you got. That's in what class is that, if I'm asked?
We're running in a Western Province Championship. We're running in these 4 classes, of which WC1 is 4-wheel drive and turbocharge. WC2 is up to 3.5 liters rear-wheel drive.
And as the numbers increases, the CC drops.
That's correct.
Yes.
And then
Awesome.
from WC3, it is up to 2 liters front-wheel drive, and then I think to 1600 front-wheel drive, if I'm not mistaken, WC1.
So with all the E92 and all the E46 parts in the car, isn't the E46 just a better car to get?
It might be. It might be. At that stage, I think it was a bit of nostalgia.
Okay.
So because I had 2 of them and we did fairly well, and I was quite well known with the E36s in Cape Town, I think it was a nostalgia thing that I wanted to do that. Yes.
I get you. Let's come to Issy quickly. Issy, you guys, obviously you drive, you are in a different class as Werner that you drive. I think, I'm speaking, you can correct me, is 2000, is that it?
No, so
I don't know how the classing work.
we in WC1
Okay.
in the Western Cape regionals.
Did it change from the last time we were here? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
So it went from so initially it was S5, the highest class, 4-wheel drive, turbocharge, sequential gearbox. But I think Werner needs to come to WC1 because he got the sequential box in his car, so he needs to come to WC1.
But I've only got 2 wheels.
Only 2 wheels at the back. I forgot that's going there. So with you guys competing in both days and stuff like that. I mean, and you're driving these awesome. Look, as you guys can see, the rally just finished about on Saturday. The car stripped down to be metal, guys. The engine is out, the whole suspension is out, and they're obviously going over the car again and rebuilding again. Is this and I'll be asked upon this one, is this continuous thing? Every time you guys go out on a rally and you finish, whatever the case may be, it comes back to the workshop and it gets stripped like this.
100%.
Bliksem.
Yeah.
So is it normal? First of all, is it normal to do something like that?
It's normal.
It's normal.
There's a very good saying that rallying is 170% in the workshop and 30% out there.
I've seen you guys drive. That's not 30%. There's no way. I've seen the jumps. I think we have a clip loaded as well. I've seen you guys, the clips that I saw on Facebook, what the people post and stuff that was there. There's no way you guys drive at 30% and 70% work on the car.
We drive at 110%, but it is 30% of your result is on the rally. Maybe 40%.
Yeah,
but
I get you.
Part that happens in the workshop.
100%. And I mean, there is big intervals between rallies. Rally is not a sport that is every second week or third week. I presume it's maybe like over 2 months or whatever the case may be. And like you said, there's 8 to 7 national races for the year. And obviously you need to get your champion and stuff like that. So in your class, you draw WC?
I'm WC2.
WC2. So in your class, your main rival?
Main rival is Ines Duplessis.
Okay.
Also driving a BMW. We only at the stage there was a Volkswagen Golf as well that was in our class at one stage, but he's moved now to George, Rupert van Zyl, but now we are 4 BMWs that's in our class at this stage.
Awesome. And obviously, how's the guys pushing each other on the log at the moment?
The competition is extremely close. To give you an idea, we were changing seconds on the rally between me and Ines, and obviously between me, Ines, and Issy. And then unfortunately, the 2 Subarus that compete with him in his class, they fell out on Friday, and they were back on Saturday. They finished, but they were right up there. I mean, the competition is extremely tough.
But I mean, and it's a healthy sport. And we just say when the competition is really, really tough. As a driver, as a team, you can't go be relaxed and say, okay, cool, I got this in the bag. With the competitors out there, every competitor wants to win. And the cool part with that is you never can be laxy days behind the wheel. You still have to push 110% to make sure that, I mean, anything can happen in the rally because it's a time sport. So if you get any knocks on it and you lose time, you have to make it up. But the making up of time is the part where it is the most difficult part to make up, even in the rally.
That's very correct. You see, once you go around a bend for the first time, you would think that you know the road now. But when we do the stage again,
yes,
it's an absolute different case.
100%.
Because the ground is looser, the cars in front of you or that came through behind you may have kicked out a rock, which is lying now in the middle of the road. So you're coming around flat out and you're thinking that you're giving it 100%, and then suddenly you've got to change your line inside the corner.
Crazy.
So it makes it very difficult.
Yeah, because every time a driver goes out before you, obviously the surface change.
Yes.
So is it that the guy that is it possible to say that the guy that goes out first has the better grip or of the surface?
No.
Not
Not at all.
Why not?
It's pebbles only.
Pebbles. Explain.
So
guys, I got no idea what you guys are talking. You need to inform me. And
so it's a gravel road. So
yes,
there's a pebble layer on it.
Correct.
So the guy that's in front of you is cleaning that pebbles off the surface of the road.
Okay.
Opening the line for you.
Opening the line for you.
That's great.
So,
but Werner, he puts stones in the road.
He puts it back. You see, from your side, obviously you had a wonderful result. We saw the results. Just correct me if I'm wrong. You got 3rd overall and 1st in class.
Yeah. So the 3rd overall. So I entered in the Western Cape Regional.
Yes.
I entered so they demoted me. Not demoted. I'm National Rally 2 now at the moment.
Okay.
And then so I'm 3rd overall. I was 3rd overall on day 1.
Okay.
We had a good run on day 1, 3rd overall in the national category.
Awesome.
And then also in the national category on both days, clean sweep, 1st overall.
Wow.
And the National Rally 2. So I think we actually lead the National Rally 2 championship at the moment.
Awesome.
And in the Western Cape, I think I won day 1. I think Werner fell out.
On day 1? No, I beat you there.
Okay. Hey, the pak gekry van die BM was. Okay. Just a minute, ek het straight ding gesê.
No, the BM child.
The BM child.
On day 1, but the second day I got 4 stages on him.
Yes.
I know I got 4 stages on him.
Okay.
Second day, definitely.
Definitely. But I mean, with the sport being, and I think it's a healthy sport at the moment. I mean, there was 39 competitors entries. Obviously, when stuff happens, they either get the car ready or not. So it's good and well. The results is nice and everything. Now we talk about when stuff go wrong, like within the rally. Panel, this is for you. How difficult is it for you guys as Spit to sort this car out in a specific time? What is a time span for you to fix the car when you come into service?
I think it's 20 minutes, isn't it?
It depends. Most of our service times were 30 minutes on
Okay,
this rally.
so there is quite a large amount of time to fix a car.
Sounds a lot, but it's not.
No, 100%. From your side, how as a team, obviously from you as well, Werner, is to make sure like we'll come in, obviously ready to say, here, whatever's wrong with the car, we need to sort it out. Let's talk not a big issue, not a small issue, like something a little bit more smaller and bigger. How do you guys prep for that within the service area and the time?
Look, we all got our duties. Once the car comes in, we all got our duties.
Awesome.
So I'm onto the mechanical. Guys with me on the mechanical. The guys shoot the wheels or whatever. Do inspection all around.
Okay.
And then we obviously trace faults and whatever the case may be. And we try to fix it within that time that we got.
So if you don't finish within the time, you get a penalty.
That's great.
And how does that penalty work? For every argument's sake, minute you're over, what do you get?
We for every minute that you're over, you get 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is like 2 days.
Yes.
To make up in a rally as well. And from your side, Werner, I mean, you guys got comms. I don't know if you have comms to the pit when you come to the stage and stuff like that. To say, look here, I've got, for argument's sake, I've got a boost or temperature scanner in the car. You give the information to the guys. They kind of know what way to look at once you get in there, and then boom.
Yeah. So in our team, I've got an extremely good mechanic. His name is Rodney. He's from Summit Racing. His workshop is in Killarney Gardens.
Okay.
And how it works with me and him, when I get in, he'll come to my door first thing and he'll ask me any issues, any problems. I will immediately tell him this is a situation I felt. For instance, on Friday, after the first 2 stages,
yes,
I said to him, there's a problem with the right front shock. So we immediately had a look and there was a big problem with it. And then we phoned the guy that builds the shocks in Johannesburg. So we had to rebuild the shock in that 30 minutes.
Wow.
Which was quite a team effort.
It's crazy.
Zach Groenewald was also there. He's also a racer.
He's a crazy bro.
He also helped with everything.
Awesome.
So we had to fix the shock by getting another O-ring, which wasn't available. And the only oil that we had that we could use was ATF oil, automatic transmission fluid.
Yes.
And so yeah, we fixed it and it lasted for the whole rally. So you've got to prioritize.
Yes.
That's the first thing. The things that will always happen is you have to put in fuel, you have to check, bolt check, oil, things like that.
Yes.
I normally change tires front to back every stage. So those things have to happen. But if there's a problem like that, that takes priority.
100%. And it's crazy now. I mean, you guys, obviously, when you do your rally and you do your packing and stuff like that, and this goes for every genre of motorsport out there, is that you always make sure you have everything that you need and for just in case. And then there's also the part where we didn't prep for that.
Yes.
And that is the crazy part, because obviously you fall out wherever you are in the rally, because the rally happens out in farmland and stuff like that. And for something that you guys didn't prep, I know you guys prepping, but I mean for some silly reason that wasn't there, how do you go about it? For you also now, like you got everything. There's one thing that it wasn't mislooked, it was just didn't cater for.
Marker plan?
Here we go. So how do you make that plan?
So depending on what it is,
Yes.
there's certain things that you can make a plan, and there's certain things you can't. Engine you can't make a plan.
I mean, obviously, if the engine goes, obviously you're out of the rally. But I mean, if it's something, for arguments, like something, I can't even think of
Always
something.
get issue.
Okay, I mean, that happened this weekend for you guys.
I was forced to
that's what I'm saying.
run on one bar all weekend. I mean, we've tested the car. I obviously set my brain to drive at 1 point whatever bar boost.
Yes.
But we were so down on power, we were like half the power this weekend, and unfortunately we could not do anything about it.
Because there wasn't a
Okay,
speedway.
the crew knew about it. Like Freddie was my engineer over
Yes.
the weekend, and Peter Anker,
Yes.
which is also the engineer. He manages a lot of the service box.
Okay.
In terms of Panda and Pi and all of those guys.
Yes.
So they work as a team. And this time around, they knew there was an issue with the West, but they didn't tell me. So
Okay,
they
okay.
just said, no, we can't find the issue. But I knew there was a problem.
Okay,
But
yes.
that's the type of game we need to play with our own brain
Yes,
to actually
I
try
get
and finish a rally.
I get you. I get you.
So it's a
because
lot of mind games and
yes,
stuff like that.
and
to-
obviously,
to
getting
play.
behind the wheel is that you need to be 110 focus. You know, yes, the issue like a driver and any driver is there is an issue on the car. As a driver, look, we know we have that. We can overdrive it to finish off to get the points. Once this is over and done with, we go back to the workshop. Now we prep. Now we know, okay, that's the issue. That's the fault to be found on the car. And now we prep. Okay, cool. This is what we get for the car. Now we buy extra one, okay, just in case something goes wrong from your side again.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think also, like the sportsmanship
I love it. I just love it.
between everyone.
Yeah.
It's great.
That I can
Yeah,
definitely
but
agree
that is and I've seen. Look, we've seen the nasty part of motorsport, but nobody sees the good part because it's not shown. Because they always want the ugly part of motorsport. But I've been in different genre modes where I see guys go down, and then other teams jump in and assist to help to get this guy going again. For me, that's phenomenal. In any sport, to see the sport go, and that's how the sport grows as well. Because as an outsider, and you stand in and you look what's happening at the moment, that's phenomenal for the sport itself, for rally. I mean, any other sport as well that you guys have.
100%. I think from our end, we like to support a lot of guys. I mean, we do a lot of things in house.
Yeah.
So even
That's
tell
really cool.
Werner, if you need anything, you can come to me. It's not an issue.
Hy sal dan uit, né?
Nee, maar hy moet
Hy's voor. Sal dan
But
uit.
that's very true. For instance, we were scared that we were going to run out of fuel on Saturday for the last stage. And I was standing next to three of my other competitors, and they all said to me, listen, if you run out of fuel, we've got
Awesome.
fuel here.
I love it.
So
Love it.
everybody really, especially in the Western Cape, I can't really talk for the national guys because I don't work with them
Yes.
a lot. But in the Western Cape, we've actually got one goal, all of us, to really enjoy it, all of us, and to have very good competition
100%.
and to help each other and grow the sport.
100%.
It is extremely important for us.
And that is the goal, I would say, in any sport that's out there. As for me, yes, winning is always good to do for you as a team, as a driver. But also, end of the day, is that if you finish the rally and you obviously not to feel good in yourself, but as a rally community and people, the spectators and pit crews and everybody that jumps in and help, that makes the sport more. We'll say, okay, cool. This it's not so a sport that we think it was. It's an open sport where you can chat to the drivers. You can go in there, and it's just a family-orientated sport with what you have.
That's great.
And that's really, really, really cool. I mean, with you finishing off on the podium as well, all the time. Werner, you as well?
Yes, I was also. Yeah.
Awesome. So when is the next rally happening now for you guys?
Can I touch on something?
Quickly.
You know Werner.
Werner, hy druk op jou nommer vanaand, Werner.
Werner was in front of me. So you third or fourth on the road?
I was fourth, yeah.
He was fourth on the road, and I was fifth on the road. And I see on stage 5. So we have a very tight competition. Me and Werner on day 2.
Okay.
We were very tight with the times. And I see Werner just move off that line. And I pull onto the line and I engage my anti-lag and my launch control in my core box.
Oh no.
And I knew in the back of my head, yes, Werner is hard today. And I need to catch him. And we come down. I don't know if Werner can remember, but I think he also almost lost it. He was hanging on for dear life there on that specific. When we're coming down.
Yes,
on
that
stage 5.
Left 9.
On that left 9. I almost rolled it, trying to chase you.
So when you say chase him, can you see the car in front of you? Because
No time. But we
Time-wise.
as drivers, we can actually see that boy's moving today. You can see, you can see Werner. Werner always moves. There's not a day that Werner don't move.
So if you on a stage,
Even sideways.
yeah. No,
Also,
different.
yeah.
So when you on the line, the other car win. How many seconds for?
There's a 2-minute dust gap.
minutes?
2-minute dust gap in the day. On the night stage, we had a 3-minute dust gap.
Obviously, get the car more enough space in front of you.
Yes, because there was no wind, so the dust is quite a big problem. That's basically the biggest thing. It was very difficult because I was running a bit behind after my problem with the shocks.
Yes.
I was behind the slower car, so we were running in the dust. they were quite a bit slower than I was.
Yes.
About 2 minutes in the stage. I was catching them the whole time.
That's crazy. I mean,
but that's part of rallying. That's how rallying works.
100%. And with that going, like you said, is that, and when you go off the line and you go, in 2 minutes time, someone else is going to come behind you. You need to make less mistakes for, obviously, he's not going to catch you, but time-wise.
Yes. Yeah. You've got to focus.
You need to be 100% focused. And how important is, and I mean, the navigator just stepped in now. Your navigator, let's talk about them. I mean, they have a job to do for you guys. They read the notes, and you follow, and you go according to his notes.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So that is a partnership between that's happening there.
I think we get it. We get a set of notes, and we do obviously a recce in the morning.
Yes.
Of all the stages. Each driver has his own likes and his dislikes.
Yes.
We'll get that set of notes, but we'll change that notes completely. For instance, Vernus is a left 9. He makes it into a left 1. Just going sideways.
Yeah, just picture.
He's pitching it. Yeah. I'm not making it a left 5.
Okay, it's like, okay, cool. You got this.
Yeah. So each driver to his own.
Yes. So each Navi and each driver, that team basically, he knows your capabilities. So he will need the notes according to your ability to drive. It's
100%.
So obviously you guys do recces before the event, and obviously seeing the navigators and all they make notes and stuff like that. So if Vernon is on today, what's your navi's name?
I'm very lucky. My daughter is my navigator.
Okay. Second is Skelly. Okay, and you can actually.
Say that.
Yeah. So that's not fair.
I'm extremely fortunate to have my daughter in the car with me, and she's been doing it now for 2 years with me. She's extremely good. She's probably one of the best navigators that I've had ever, and we understand each other in the car. I'm lucky in the sense that I've got quite a good, I would call it maybe a photographic memory. I learn the stages very well when I go through the videos and things.
Awesome.
And so if she might go off her notes, which happens because things happen extremely fast, then I can help her and tell her, listen, the next one is a right 5, look for a right 5 into a left 7 or whatever the case might be.
So what?
It seldomly happens.
So what happens when environment and Isis hit? Today, we're gonna go balls. I mean, everything. And for the left, whatever you call it, is slightly, and he pitches this car like crazy into this. And the note was not to do a 90 degree, it's a 45 degree navigator, and you was like, maybe what happened there?
But you know what, no? Me and Verna, I think we can relate. As much as we say we're gonna take it easy, the moment that clock drops, I think the horns comes out for anyone. So what you spoke about a day before on the break is gone.
Yeah. And then it's also schools because once you get in and it's settled up, I call it settled up, putting out everything you focus and everything is like, here we go. Like you said, you weren't going to no, you can't.
Yeah, you see the whole thing about the navigator is they need to try and describe the road for you coming.
Yeah.
So I know that you said you don't know a lot about it, and maybe
Teach me.
viewers doesn't either.
Exactly.
So we work on a system where we work. The WRC cars works in exactly the opposite way, where we work on degrees.
Yes.
So a right 1 would be 10 degrees, right 2 20 degrees, and up to a right 9, which is like 90. On 3 o'clock, a 90 degree, and the same with the left-hand side. And then we've got things like acute hairpins, crest flat, things like that. And then obviously the biggest things are dangers.
Yes.
Single caution, double caution, triple caution, danger. So tell you at the right rhythm and the right space. Doesn't help. She goes and read to me 4 pages on. I can't remember. I must still go through the corner. So she's learned extremely well to tell me exactly when things are happening. We might have 400 meters, right 4, and then she'll say 400 meter right 4, 150, which means to the next instruction there will be 150 meters. So I know that it's not an immediate thing. Then we've got things like and means immediate, into means. So there's a lot of things that certain words describe certain pieces of the road.
So I'm your navy. I've got no idea what to navigate them. So I'm sitting next to you, and I will read blah 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 blah, and then we go.
No.
Okay.
She's got to feel in the seat where we're going as well. She
okay.
must know when we've gone through that
100%.
right 4 or left 5 or whatever the case might be.
100%. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be coming from ID Paving out here at Team 431, ladies and gentlemen. And we would like to thank our sponsor this evening, Global Building Roofing, for them to sponsor this evening. We're chatting to awesome gentlemen here this evening, and also want to say thank you to Paul Phillips for watching, tuning in. Dane Sassman, I believe Dane Sassman had a rough Friday. His car went down as well. Donovan Leroux, Mr. Carl, Simon, Sopas, Mali Smith. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in for us as well. There's our last question before we get to the Hanif in the Panda. From your side and making sure mechanical wise and stuff like that, the car is here. So this car goes through X-ray vision now to make sure every bolt, nut, and everything where it was, there's no tears, no cracks, everything happened onto the car, and you make sure that this thing, when you put it together, is 110%. 110%. But obviously, you guys have a team of what you guys do. But is the car the same when you put it back again?
Look, obviously we're gonna have to do our tweaks and stuff, suspension and stuff like this, with stripping everything.
Yeah, I mean, obviously your shocks at a certain height and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that will stay the same. Yeah. But I mean, like the suspension parts and stuff like that, we obviously disturbed it, so now we need to make our settings again now.
And that takes time and stuff. And obviously, before the rally actually go out, car goes out. You guys go through all that car as a team and as a fabricator and as a builder to make sure everything's empty as well. Cool. Panda, we want to say thank you to you for your time and effort, my brother. Really appreciate you. We're going to get into the Hanif here. I like so surprised now. I was like, but I come prepared with the notes. I'm fully prepared with his notes. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you? Shukran for joining us. And well done to you guys, for you as well on the awesome results over the weekend. As a Navy, obviously it's nerve-wracking sitting there. We had a discussion, I think it was 7 months ago when we were here the last time, and we how it works as a Navy. From your side, the Swartland rally, how was it from your side?
Well, very exciting. I think the result is self-explanatory.
100%.
I think the motivation was from Werner also.
I believe the whole thing was to catch Werner here. This whole move here. Werner, you must watch out for this person.
Yeah, we know he's got good pace and everything.
Okay.
And our ultimate aim was just to finish the rally.
Yes.
The result came as a surprise for us both.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think we adapt to the situation quite nicely because the car behaved, even though the car didn't have all the power.
Correct.
Like it to have.
Yes.
But I said to Issy also, you make do with what you've got.
100%.
At the end of the day, there's a reason for everything.
Here we go.
So with that power that we had, we could finish the rally.
Yeah.
And not just finish, we finished well.
100%. I mean, like you said, it's third overall and first in class as well, which is an awesome result for a car that's underpowered, and it also shows the team effort that was between the driver and the Navy. Although this underpowered stuff is not supposed to happen so slow, but it's happening. So obviously you need to adapt to that as a driver and as a navigator. Normally we'll read it a little bit quicker, whatever. Now you have to slow down that, and that also is an experience within the industry as well.
Definitely.
I see you brought a book. What is that for? Is that your notes? Is that the notes?
This is our technical expert. He drew up this documents.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is, I had a discussion with the guys yesterday, and I said to them, look, these documents will give you exactly what it is when you put the car together. Each and everything on the car, from the back to the front, from the bottom to the top, is listed here.
Wow.
And whoever's gonna be the guy that's gonna work on that specific part, he will put whatever
his signature on the inside.
So we know that he took care of that.
Okay.
So we can't ask the question that. Yeah. The thing is that you need to acknowledge you were the one that was designated for that specific purpose or whatever. So we will know exactly who worked where, because sometimes we juggle the work.
100%. Exactly.
So if you complete your job, then you have to sign. You tick the box and you sign it off. So now we know you the one that worked.
If something goes wrong, we can know exactly as Dula.
That's it, yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
Accountability and responsibility becomes important.
100%. And obviously with the magnitude of a national, even this in the rally or any other sport, is that you are an awesome team. I mean, Wagner, you guys as well. As an awesome team, preparing cars and stuff like that. We don't want to see something goes wrong, but as Hanif said, that accountability is also a very important part to say, look here, and say, dude, it's my fault. Do the guys step up to that, or how does it work?
In my team, definitely in that case, we haven't had really issues like that. We try and cover all the bases beforehand. I would lie in bed the night before the rally and think about 20 things, and then I'll phone Rodney in the morning and I'll ask him, listen, did you manage to do that or that? And he said, no, don't worry, it's done. So the trust between me and him and Alex Zane, who helps him as well, is enormous. If you don't have that trust, you can't go 200 km an hour on a gravel road.
Agreed. And from your side, you see as well, obviously, you see, like Khalif said now, responsibility is sorted out. You know your car is 100%.
Yeah, no.
You're going to go there, you put your foot through the firewall to drive this car to the best of your ability.
So many a times when I started rally, I always used to be very involved, checking everything I can involved. You know. But now over the years, I've become very trustworthy in the team. I mean, these cars are fast.
Yeah.
We run 200.
On gravel.
That's making jumps, and then you must also remember that at 200 there's a left 9, and we can brake now immediately. And if something breaks on the suspension, you can lose your life. Yeah. It's a very dangerous sport. So trust is important.
But the thing is also, you guys are so secured in your vehicle. I mean, I've seen rally accidents and stuff, and the guys go into this stuff like, taxi, we're gonna go home now. That's how safe the cars is to nowadays when you have that in the car. But also in the same instrument you explained now is that once the car when you do that, is it now you will have to figure out if it's mechanical or was it workmanship that made that error in something go wrong? And how do you justify or look at the problem and see? Not that you want to blame anybody, but to find the problem.
So essentially that's why we're introducing we introduced the checklist. It's a whole point on the specific car. It's a whole point for everyone. So the whole point is when they start assembling this car, we'll know exactly what was wrong. We'll know exactly what needed to be changed, what's the root cause of every single failure. That's the level of rallying at the moment. We're competing on a very high level.
Yes.
We need to take that precautionary measures to understand if you are safe in that car.
100%, because like you said, the speed you're carrying, the way you guys drive, I mean, it's not on a tar surface. I think tar is more forgiving than gravel, because gravel, I drove with Serge's son once, and that was many years ago, and the wheel was never straight. Excuse me. And if you drive circuit racing, you're like you're there. This dude was doing this. Now I'm sitting lower, and I can't hardly see. And he's doing this, and as I'm looking up, I'm like, 3. And he's like, pull up the handbrake, put the car, whatever, and here we go. And that was the first time I was in a rally car of that magnitude. I said I will never ever do it again. No.
I dare you for something else.
No,
I dare you to go sit with Mr. Kukamur there.
No, I'm done, guys. I've seen photos.
That's almost turned off.
Please, if you do drive with me, don't scream, because I'm also scared.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say. No, I think that's as a motor enthusiast and someone that loves racing and love cars, to get into somebody's car and drive with them with full confidence, you guys know what you're doing. Now at the time, I'll watch from here. It's nice. That's like I know we have this car at the back here, but as you guys can see in the picture by the yellow pieces, there's something happening there. What is that thing there? I don't know what it is. What is that happening there?
So that's a Yaris. It's the same car. It's a new Yaris.
Okay.
It was my road car. It was a car
that was your road car?
Yeah, that car we pulled out of I was driving. It was my black GR Yaris.
Okay.
And this is my white one that we raced. So that one is also becoming a rally car now. So
another one,
yeah.
But that building that one for me.
Yeah.
Wait, I was going to put in the door there.
Okay. So yeah, we're building a slightly different.
At the same speed as this one, or
slightly different? So
if you say different, lower speed, or is there a higher speed than this one?
I don't think there's a higher speed in this one. What do you think, Vernon?
I don't think there is.
Okay.
I don't think there's a higher.
It's properly built. It's got the right suspension, which is probably the most important thing in the rally.
When I say speak, I mean class-wise. So is this a top class car?
Yes.
Okay, so there's nothing a class higher than this where this car is driving. Okay, cool. So now, if you're done busy with that one, now where are you going to drive that one?
That one.
And who's going to drive it, by the way?
So there's a couple of guys that want it.
Okay,
But
okay.
essentially, we want to do. Well, I was talking now other man. You said, you know what? Let's. So we had it built for this setup. We cut up the car for this setup.
Okay.
And then we thought, no man, what are we gonna do regionals with? We can't go race a sequential car at the regionals. So that car we're gonna make a manual 6 speed.
Okay.
Just a bit of development on the gearbox, on the transfer cases and that kind of stuff. So I've done extensive research on that car.
So you can't drive this car in regional.
Well, you can. It's just that we're obviously doing nationals. We don't wanna overwork.
Okay, I get you. But I mean, with
certain-
an awesome team like you guys that strip a car quickly and put it back together. I mean,
The problem is the mileage on the gearboxes and the diffs.
Components.
okay.
Becomes
So,
very expensive.
so is there a expiry date on those units? Really? So what is the expiry date? If I may ask, on a for mistake, a diff.
A diff, I think it's 1,000 kilometers. They need to take it out,
Yes.
and then this clutch is inside the diff that must be replaced.
Okay. Okay. So it's,
Inside the gearbox too.
okay. So it's a
Preventative maintenance.
okay. I get it. So basically, you can say no after that type of kilometers and the abuse it took. It can be refurbished.
Yes.
Not you don't literally have to buy a
No,
new one.
No, you must buy the
cl-
components
inside.
within inside the.
Yeah. No, but
Internals, basically.
yes, but the structures stay the same as the internal that change and stuff like that. Okay, cool. I got you.
So we got a logbook for that. So we log everything.
On a rally, before we go there, back again, how many kilometers do you do a rally? Now, you guys did 2 days.
400 and
Yeah,
460.
Yeah, that was including open sections. I think we did the one day, we did 84 kilometers, stage kilometers, and 92 the next day.
Bliksem.
And then in total, 430, 440 kilometers overall. That is within the rally
2 days for the 2 days.
that you must race.
Okay.
So that is open section from service park to stage, from stage back to service park. All those is part of our distances that we calculate.
100%.
So we accommodate for that distances that we travel.
Okay. And your cars are all road legal cars because you guys do road
Open sections.
open section, and obviously travel from one section to another section of the course.
So it's a registered and licensed car.
Mm.
To give you, to come back to your question about costs and expiry dates and things like that, to give you an idea, back when the Ford Fiesta S2000s, Mark Cognier and those guys were running, and this is now 15 years ago, I think it was 2010, 2011, around about those years, they were M Sport, where they got the cars from,
Yes.
it cost them at that stage, per stage kilometer, about 1,500 Rand per kilometer
Wow.
to run the car.
Bliksem.
Yes, so it is quite expensive. This was 15 years ago, so you can imagine
Yeah.
that probably quadrupled to
Yeah.
about 5 grand
But
now.
and that's obviously the higher class.
Yeah, that was the top class.
Yeah. So as an entry level guy, look, I've got a roll cage in my car. I've got a small little Toyota Taz, or 1.6 or 20, well, whatever the case may be, and the cost is obviously not that as much as that.
No, not
You know?
close now.
Yeah. So basically, it is a sport. But what I'm trying to say, if there's a guys out there that's got that's interested in rally, you don't. If you buy the means to build this awesome cars, you guys are driving awesome. But if you also want to get something like a 20 valve car, tag, whatever, it can happen.
Your first thing that you must ever start with is buying an already built car.
And
Don't build a car because that's much more expensive.
When you started the conversation earlier, and you said they mentioned the guy's name, and I heard a lot of stories where the guys say, for Verma Kookaboer built this car 5 years ago, and Bruce got the car. This car was built by Werner, and now he's got it. So the cars that people build necessarily move on as teams. I mean, to people, different people as well, and that's the cool part because it's kind of tried and tested. It's sorted. All you have to do is put in the driver in there and go for it.
Correct. Yes. All the.
If you get the car around there, then your car is sharp.
Sorted.
Sorted.
But then I need the ability and the skill like Werner as well. So
Well, you can buy that too.
you can buy that. Like, like, coming back to that car there, so that car will be competing only in regionals, where this one will do, like you said, either regionals and nationals. But that will be
So ultimately, we are building an NRC2 car.
okay.
That's an NRC2 car.
Okay,
So
explain NRC2 for me.
NRC2, it's a car that, how do I explain it really?
I must be honest with you, I'm sort of a bit out of it. I think it's a more of a South African developed car where the NRC1 is more of an FIA car.
Yeah,
Okay, so South African spec and international spec, we could put it that way.
There's basically a frame within which the car needs to comply.
Okay.
So if you're out of that frame, then obviously
You go to a different class,
the next
100%,
class.
100%.
Yeah, so we're gonna put a so there was a like a group in car,
Yes.
manual gearbox.
Okay. So obviously you're doing this for seat time as well.
For seat time also, but the biggest thing is we want to actually develop these cars.
100%. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean, I think we are the only team in South Africa that has chopped and
Of course, I was driving the one day and then it looked like that.
So we chopped them and we understand these engines quite nicely.
Awesome.
We build these engines in-house.
Awesome. Love it.
So we know the gearbox, we know the car, we know every component on that car. And I think it's a very good car out of the box. It's a made-up rally car out of the box.
Crazy.
So we basically just enhancing a bit of things, belly plate here and there, stripping out the car.
And you guys got the template already on this car. Basically, 100%. From this thing, this goes over to that car and perfected from there.
100%.
So you will be driving that car?
Depending. So there's a couple of guys after the car.
Okay. Is it to drive within the team or as a separate entity, not under your name or?
No, not under my name. So,
okay.
So obviously I got the blueprint of
yes.
the Group N car.
Yes.
And I got the blueprint of this specific FI car.
Okay.
So what we want to do is there's many guys out in South Africa. We obviously want to grow rally.
Yes. 100%.
And we always have soon enough. Werner's daughter's gonna race in.
And then who's gonna navigate? Then he can scale with her.
Then Dad is gonna buy the GRS.
Oh, okay, I got you. That's the plan. That's the plan. Okay, I like the way you think of house now.
We want to bring these cars out within the Western Cape, or in fact, the whole of South Africa.
Awesome.
I think it's gonna be a good product. The car is leaving Tuesday for a cage. Obviously, we're not spec to build the FIA cage. So we're sending it out. We're outsourcing that specific section of the car, and then obviously we're gonna start assembling this car.
Awesome.
So we want to bring it onto the production line for our local rally guys that wanna jump into a Yaris, a turbo car, that kind of thing. Cost effective as well.
100%. So now that car's under the road, everything is running and blah 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 everything. The guy that was gonna drive the car, he can't make it. Blah blah. You within your team. Werner's daughter is driving that. Werner's standing on the side now. Can Werner jump in the car?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, we go.
I know his checkbook.
The pencil all on the checkbook.
All in the checkbook, okay? Okay, that's really awesome. But from your side, as a Navy, you seen and heard a lot of stories that happened within the rally and on stages and stuff like that. But I mean, you the person that do you sit lower than you see in the car as well? Is that
much lower?
Much lower than me. So you don't really see what's happening and what's coming. You on your notes, everything is there, and you just like spit it out, and he must listen.
Yeah, no, different. Yeah, sometimes we sit and we discuss. Like I think he spoke about the fifth stage where we almost saw our behind.
Yes.
And sometimes we plan things, but we don't realize basically because. Afterwards, we realized that the stage starts on a downhill.
Yes.
And the pebbles was kind of loose.
Yes.
And I said to him, that gate and that whatever that's a minor.
Yeah.
You can attack that.
Okay.
Because what we're currently doing now, I'm trying to assist him as much as I can to try and build his confidence. So,
correct.
But I'm not always doing it. I'm trying it.
Yes.
To try and see if I can maybe allow him to break a bit later.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of, fingers pointing. So we want to try and look. I mean, I'm not putting him under pressure. I always tell him, you drive within your capability.
Yes.
Because you feed the bills for the car.
Yeah.
I'm just a passenger.
Yeah, and the thing also, as a driver, I was going to say, he also drives to his ability. And same with
Exactly.
you're not going to overdrive the car first of all, because then it becomes an issue. Because it's not just you in the car. Because and you don't have to show anybody or say like, this guy. It's all about the teeth in the car. I mean, sometimes. We don't see that, but there is other battle with the two drivers in the car. Something went wrong, but you didn't say this, but I did say, or whatever the case may be.
You know what the benefit is with us? So we just take you back to what you said. When we were going on that stage, And I don't know when I shifted into sixth gear. When I shifted into sixth gear, and then you just go through the gate, and then left 9.
Okay.
And when I that was on stage 5, and when I looked again, I said, "Oh shit, we're on the 9," and that actually taught me a lesson to brake later. So that 2 stages left, I think we were very, very quick in terms of the braking. We were on the braking mark.
Yes.
So that story that happened to us, it's an experience that actually benefited us
That's awesome.
for our future.
You could,
basically.
so you could, so, but I mean, obviously, if each rally has different surface, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. So, for argument's sake, like on the track, you can brake on 50, 100, 150. So, obviously, we as drivers, we try to push them as late as possible. But I mean, conditions-wise, for you, because it's rally and it's gravel, conditions-wise, you can't really play with too much meters when you start braking.
Because it changes every time you get
100%.
to the same corner.
100%.
That's the other part of it. But also, if you don't have the offs, you're not trying hard enough. If you don't have
what's the saying? If you don't go off the track, no, thank you. That's a ski. That's a ski report.
You have to pressure
As a driver, or as a navi?
No, I think as a driver, you've got to get there in order for yourself to try and find the limit the whole time.
Yeah.
That is very important.
How long is a stage?
It depends. Some stages it varies, but the shortest stages in South Africa is probably about 8 Ks. The longest that we've ever had was 49.
Yes, sir, that's long.
Yeah, that was in Adam.
You need to be so much focused on that long stages. That's crazy. The focusedness. 49. I'll be like
One stage is one book.
Yeah,
And that was in the forest, no? If I'm correct.
that's correct. Yes, yeah.
And we're going to that forest again.
You're going to that forest again. Oh no.
But you know what is so exciting about the forest driving? You get to drive and you see a car coming towards you in the stage. Remember, they wind that stage to make up for that kilometer.
Oh, so it's a return, basically.
It's a return, basically. So you find more than one car at a time. You see someone coming and you say, what the fuck? But when you turn away, there's more than enough space between you. But still, the fact that you see someone,
seeing another one,
am I going at the right?
Because you guys only go one way. You don't see other cars, and you can't catch another car as well, unless something happened to the person you pass him and stuff like that.
And driving in the forest, it's quite an experience because I've never seen a tree move. So
No, I don't believe they move. And wolves, they don't move.
They don't walk. They don't.
Yeah,
move.
no, they stay there planted. Only if you go past them and with the force you're coming past them, the leaves will move, but they're quite static.
The same with for instance, the Algoa rally in Port Elizabeth. It's quite a daunting rally because that has got forest and it's got extreme downhills. It's on the side of a mountain the whole time. So it's very adrenaline rushed to be able to drive in those conditions.
Just a message quickly is 2 messages. Both of you guys drove like champions. Unfortunately, I can't see the names. Another message was, good evening, gents. Well done to Issy and Yusuf. Awesome drive. I feel you guys and Venno were the driver of the rally.
Thank you very much.
Well done. I don't know where. Hello, this is your people messaging in here.
It must be.
As we're coming closer to the end of the show and stuff like that, but what we normally do is like on your guys' behalf and stuff like we like to encourage people to get out to the rallies, come watch the rallies, learn about the rallies. If you don't understand it, if you don't know what rallying is about, come through. Enjoy it as a driver, as a navigator from your side, from your start by yourself, your last words to them, just to encourage people to enjoy the rally and what you guys are doing as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, I always tell people I'm approachable.
Yeah.
And whatever questions you want to ask, I mean, I'm by the means to answer your questions if you want to know because everybody asks you, what thing is this that's got the numbers on, So, 100%. I mean, you take the time out there, they look at the patients, they tell me, hey, what the hell is that? What is this? I've got that time to explain to them and everything. So,
and I think it's very important for especially for our youngsters. I mean, and I look at the youngsters; these youngsters are gravitate towards the cars, but because they play these games, they see it. But it's such an awesome sight when they can feel and touch and understand what it's all about as well. For me, that's really, really awesome. And what you guys are doing is, I mean, we don't know where the next Navy is coming from or the next driver coming from. And when we get to these drivers and we speak to them, and somehow the drivers we're just chatting to another person asking questions. but we also don't know what a difference we can make in that person or the child's life, introducing him to the sport. So for argument's sake, he comes to you and like, Teddy, lost me off. He's put off from the rally. He's put off. Is that the way that people are? I'm step off. With your explanation now, it makes sense. It's like, okay, I'm getting what I want from you. You explain to me, this is interesting. So he will grab that and gravitate and keep it with him. Then as a driver, people are there.
Yes, yeah. I always say I'm very open. I would invite anybody to come and say hi to me on the rally, and it's about supplying other people with your passion. If I can call it that,
there we go.
Because it's a huge passion and it's a huge love for me to do it, and I like to share that with people.
Yeah.
So I try and do that and. Seeing this is my final words, I just want to thank my sponsors.
Okay, awesome. 100%, go for it.
I've got some sponsors, Valuecrete, and then Interactive Science, N2 Towing, and KSD, Quizwonderful Developments. He also helps a lot, and also Nyan Toy from NDT.
Okay.
So they're very, very involved in my business, in my rallying, and obviously summit racing.
And also there's one thing with that, with the sponsors, with the day and age, we money is so hard to come by. We all love the sport. I think the sponsors on board, it makes life for the driver, the team. It makes it easier for them to compete in any genre once again, to be able to feed that passion that we have for motorsport, and to make it easy for us to do what we love, and obviously give it back to them as well.
It's impossible to do it without help, and help comes in many ways and many forms. But money is obviously an important part of it
100%.
Because it is an expensive sport. But so we're very grateful.
So the sponsors say, "Let Vienna likes it." So yeah, keep doing what you guys are doing, and obviously to the best of our ability. We appreciate any sponsor that's on board to help our feed our passion on what we do for us. And once again, we want to say thank you to Global Roofing and Builders Hardware for tonight's episode, for sponsoring this episode as well, so that we can extract some information that you guys never have the chance to ask or can't get to where they are. And here's the gentleman and giving it to you from the horse's mouth to explain to you how it works, and basically make sure you understand what is rallying all about, the family-oriented sport that they are, as father and daughters, as a team, and obviously with Hanif and Issy. Issy, from your side, my brother?
I'm approachable anytime.
Okay.
I love rally.
Before you go further, a couple of years, I think it was more than 10 years ago. I think it's more than 10 years ago. We were actually on the other radio station where you and your brother actually, and that was the first time I not knew about it, but it was WRC, where I was like, okay, they always in the cup, rally. Okay, cool. From where you were and progressively where you are today, it's a massive. So well done to you as well for that.
Thank you, man.
Carry on, brother.
So yeah, for the guys that wanna join into rally, I've opened this workshop. It's not my business.
Yeah.
Merely opened this workshop for my friends, hobbies, that kind of thing, to assist where many of people, for example, they want to build a gearbox, or they want to build something for rally or for motorsport.
Yes.
We're here to offer our assistance. If they want to build a car, we are more than capable to build a car for you.
Yeah.
We've built this Yaris from the bottom.
From a normal car to a rally car. That's what we did.
And so we're here to assist anyone that want to build a safe. Obviously,
100%.
safety is the key component of a rally car, and we strive to make sure that every competitor is safe in the car. And obviously, we wanna try and bring people in rallying.
Yes.
And many people see these Yaris's and stuff, but I started with the Corolla.
And I know.
N2 Corolla.
Yes. There was nothing wrong with that time. It was something that because
there's still nothing wrong today with
100%,
it.
but the passion just grows on it.
100%. So whoever wants to join rally, we can offer them to build them a car or something like that.
So here's my question also. So I'm really interested in learn to rally, right? So obviously we know the course. If you want to go into rallies, get to marshalling, get to sign timing, blah blah, get all that. Now you've done that. Now, but you are not by the means to actually get a car, first of all. How can somebody that is really into it to come do a, I don't know, like for instance, like we have a track where we can rent a track to do track racing. Is there a place where we have something to get a person in the car and explain to him how the capability of rally actually works and how does it work?
Unfortunately, not anymore. We had a place up in outside of Pretoria. We had a place called Rally Star, which was run by Leon Botha, and he did that type of thing. But unfortunately, in Cape Town, we don't have anything like that. I had a business, 2000, 2001, and 2002, 2003, called Rally Extreme out in Durbanville. That I did corporate entertainment and those type of things, but. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not my business motives anymore. So, but yeah, it is something that is nice to be able to do.
Offer,
but as I say, if you're really interested and you really want to do, contact us. Maybe we can take you out on the practice stage once we practice and teach you some things.
Wow,
and
that's awesome.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people that will help in the Western Cape about that.
As a julle is Werner Koekemoor op Facebook of waar is kry so noem my as a ritsie. With that being said, the next event for you guys. The next rally.
So I'm heading to Zanin.
Okay, and where's that? It sounds really far.
It's in Limpopo. It's about 1,700 k's from 1,800 k's from here.
So we're going, but Werner said he's sponsoring.
Well done, Werner.
So we're putting Werner's car in that trailer too. So we got a box trailer that we built now.
Cool. Awesome.
All the cars go inside. There's a workshop inside it.
Lekker.
So Werner's going with.
Okay. He's like, oh, gaan ek saam.
He's going with.
Okay. You don't know it yet. You don't know it yet. Okay.
He's going with. So we're gonna go compete in Zenit.
Okay.
That's my aim.
And what date is that?
That's the
29th and 30th of May.
At the end of this month?
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Okay, Owens, dit week Owens, né?
The car's finished next week. The car's testing next week.
Testing.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I believe you guys. I believe them. As you guys can see, the car has niks in the car. I like another week test. So will send me a photo. Okay, you'll send me a photo just to confirm the car was tested in a week's time, 2 weeks.
A week's time.
A week's time. So what's the number in a week's time? So that will bring us the rally. It will be the end of this month. Is it for you as well, Werner?
Yeah, at this stage not. but my next one is definitely the PE rally.
Okay.
Outdoor rally.
When
Do we have a break now for each month?
Yes, yeah, correct.
When is the all-tour rally?
I think it's in August.
So that happens at Killarney, on Killarney, through various parts of the track.
Correct.
And that's all-tour. So is there practices and stuff that will be happening for that as well? Can people that want to be interested, can they come to you? Is it allowed for them to jump in the practice, to jump in or like that? Because I know it's very difficult to do that.
No, unfortunately, I don't think there's practices. It will be on the start of the morning type of thing that we'll get the notes.
Okay, I get you. So final question. Is rallycross a good place to start? Rallycross. I think rallycross is tar and gravel. I think so.
Yeah.
I think they use the old Delhi, what's called the other cars was here. What's it called?
The rallycross.
Rallycross, yeah.
The E56 Cup.
That's a very good place to start with.
And it's not expensive as well.
Yes, and also the rallycross, they've got open classes where you can basically drive with any type of car,
100%.
from Subarus to Golfs, you name it.
Can you donate me one? E56.
I've got it. So yeah, that's a very, very good way to start.
Okay.
It's a lot cheaper, especially the E36 Cup is extremely good. They do a whole array of things. They do oval track things with CHD and on gravel as well, and they do rallycross and they do track events. So it's a very nice thing to get into motorsport on a relatively cheap.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for our guests this evening, and I really appreciate all the information that we've received. Ik ken so klein beetje meer van rally now, but I'm not going to be a rally driver or navigator. I'll watch it from the side. Like I said, the event is happening. You guys are welcome to come and check the cars out, come see what it's all about, check to the drivers, check to the navigators, chat to the team. They are really, really helpful and formative. They want you to come talk to them, and that's also the reason why we want to grow the sport, any sport out there, with being whatever sport it is, to get the kids and families involved to see what makes these gentlemen tick and for how long they've been doing it. They've got the experience, they've got the know-how of what they're doing, They've synonymous names in the industry of motor racing. Werner, gaan Google it and you see in the slide. They sal sien waar van af kom. But guys, I want to say, Ismail, thank you very much for the opportunity. Werner,
Thank you.
You didn't give Werner his present. His present is sitting there. It's a four-wheel drive BM, but leave him.
We will set up. Okay. We'll go to the bucket now. There we go. We get to the bucket. So first and foremost, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for your time. To chat about the sport that you guys dearly love and you want to see to grow as well. I wish you guys all the best for the future. And obviously, good results always come, but I think quite results out of Lika. And good. Werner, thank you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. All the comments and stuff are still here. We still have Neep, Nathan Philanders watching, Ninami Ibrahim is watching, Gary Stockman-Storm is watching as well, Paul Phillips, good evening, Anwar and gentlemen. Thank you, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, next week we are out at the Wednesday night and Tuesday night might change for next week, but we'll keep you posted for that. And Wednesday night will be at Mischief Garage. We're preparing for the Lemons race that's happening on the 9th of May. So next week we will be there on a different type of show. We will be walking around with the camera and interviewing the guys that's bringing the cars for scrutineering. And so tune us on for Wednesday night the 6th. The 5th is a little bit of a surprise. We'll let you know, get you guys know more about that. From me and Matt Daniels and our guests, I want to say thank you. Please like and follow the page, More Than Just Motoring and Racing for Change. Thank you very much. And once again, thank you to Global Hardware as well for the sponsor this evening. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Here we go. Guys, thank you. Really appreciate it. It's really awesome, man.